Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another chatty video. Last time you saw my makeup inventory and I thought, well, since we already saw that I have a ton of makeup, why won't we sit down and discuss my makeup wish list? I did a update on this already in March, and before that I had introduced my makeup wish list in January. You are free to take a look at those videos beforehand. I will not be discussing the products that are there yet, except for a few that are still open and reasons why I did not or I did purchase them. Let's start right away, and on my wish list since January has been a white matte eyeshadow. I wanted Sugar Pill Taco because Sugar Pill matte brights are the best ones out there, but I was getting so frustrated because Beauty Bay hasn't had a sale on it, or it hasn't been on sale and in stock at the same time. And although Sugar Pill did have a buy one get one for free on their eyeshadows, I'm in Europe and they don't ship to Europe, so I couldn't get it. Finally, just a few days ago in Milan, I bought a white matte eyeshadow, and it's this one here from Inglot. So I am not really interested to buying the Sugar Pill one as long as this works. So I'll see if this one works, and otherwise Sugar Pill Taco will go back on my wish list. An item that I did buy since last wish list, that was a new introduction to my wish list, was the Anastasia Dipbrow gel. It's right here. I bought it via a friend at Sephora in Italy, and I love it. It's already been in my favorites, and I show you how I use it in my latest Get Ready With Me if you're interested. I love it. I'm very happy I purchased it. It was definitely a good purchase that was in my wish list. Then something that is in my wish list and I will not be buying anymore is the Chanel Hydra Eye Gel. I tried a sample of it and it was gorgeous and glorious. However, it is very expensive, and I preferred to go for the Clinique Hydra Search, something like that, the new eye concentrate. And I will cross off my Chanel cream from my wish list right now. New items that came on the wish list and were purchased like that were the Melt Gemini palette. I think this was on the wish list since it released in the US years ago, or last year, but I couldn't get it, and now that I did get it, I resisted a little bit and I got it. Then another thing, the moment it launched, I knew I wanted the Anastasia eye primer. I tried it today for the first time, together with another item that went on the wish list and was bought immediately, which was the Neon palette. You saw all of these in my latest haul because they're all stuff that when it released, it went on the wish list, and once I had a 15% off at Cold Beauty, or just it went back in stock, I purchased it immediately. Then there are a few things that are new on my wish list, and now I'm gonna pick up my bullet journal and read out to you. Melt Smoke Sessions. It went on the wish list after I bought Gemini, because I tried Gemini and I think it's so gorgeous, and then always seeing on Kat's channel Kitsch Snitch, she always raves about Gemini, and she actually enjoys it in combination with Smoke Sessions as well. So I put it on my wish list. I think when it's back on Beauty Bay, I will be purchasing it, giving a sister to my Gemini palette. Then I have the Natasha Denona Gold palette on here. This is also on here since it launched. I never wrote it down because I couldn't even fathom buying $120 of a palette. It is now available in Sephora Italy, as well as Cult Beauty and Feel Unique. And I just saw 20% off sale on Sephora Italy for Natasha Denona, and it went down to 90 euros. I can't bring myself to buy it. There is no way I'm spending 90 euros on one palette, because if I think of Gemini and Smoke Sessions, they both cost 90 euros together. but somehow that's less traumatic than spending 90 euros on one palette. Don't ask me why. It's totally psychological, and that palette is gorgeous. but I can't. I just can't. I don't know. But it's still on here because let's say someone wants to gift me makeup, which never ever happens. It's on here. Next thing I really want is the Milk bronzer. I tried it from my friend Julia and oh my god, it is perfection. I love it. It is a better tone than the Chanel Tan de Soleil Tan de Chanel, the Chanel cream bronzer. It is a better tone. It blends beautifully. I rubbed it in with my fingers. It's glorious. Now the issue is that Cult Beauty doesn't ship to Europe, Milk makeup, and then Milk makeup itself is only in the US. So now I have to wait for someone to go to the US or come back from the US for me with that bronzer. I want it. I'm buying it as soon as I can get my hands on it. Then I have the Cover FX Blush Duo. One of the multiple beautiful ones. I love them all. They released recently and I'd like one. I think so. I have a ton of blush. If you've seen my inventory, you've seen I have a ton of blush, but I just love the look of them, a matte and a shimmer, and they're like, I don't know, it's a really great combo. And there's quite a few nice ones. I know the honey one is nice, the cinnamon one is nice. Yeah, I wonder if I'll ever have the chance to swatch them in store maybe, but I don't think so. Next is another blush duo, and that's the Jouer blush duo from their spring collection. Gorgeous, gorgeous, with a shade called Terracotta. It's like, it calls my name. It's made for me. And I am gonna hope that it goes on sale on Beauty Bay eventually, and purchase it that way. That's how I purchased my bronzer duo from Jouer, is at Black Friday at Beauty Bay, so I'm hoping it will happen then. Until then, I don't need it, so I'm not gonna buy it full price. I have another palette, and that's again all of Kat's fault. It's the Colored Rain Safari palette. Both Kat and Yori from my personal beauty lab loved this palette. The colors are gorgeous, glorious. The metallics look like molten metal. It's beautiful. It's just kind of expensive. If you purchase it from Colored Rain's website, it's 15 euros shipping, but often there it is on sale. So I think I've seen it on sale for $15, maybe 20. So I wouldn't pay customs there, and it would cost me around $35. And then on Beauty Bay, it retails for 35 euros. So overall, it's a bit of an expensive £9 palette, that's all. So I'm a bit iffy about it, not convinced yet, but I love it. I have a cream blush. Actually, it's a liquid brush. It's the Daniel Sandler's watercolor blush in the shade Spice, I think. I saw it's used, I think, by Sam of the Pixie Woos a few times. I know Emma Guns loves it. It's a beautiful, very natural looking blush, and perfect for no makeup. So maybe that is something that I'd like. I put it on here because I think I'd like to try it. That is the thing. Then I have a new MAC lipstick on my wish list, and that is the Good Form Luster lipstick. I tried to spice it up from the Luster lipsticks after a sale that was like buy 3 lipstick get 1 free, something like that, and I love that formula. It's so sheer but pigmented and glossy, but then it sets after a few hours. I love it. I really love the formula, and I think Good Form is going to be glorious. A bit more red and less brown than Spice It Up. I think it's going to be nice. I saw it in store and I want it. And I think that was all for this wish list. There's a lot, and a lot of expensive things also. I am very doubtful that I will end up buying everything on my wish list. There's a lot that I still didn't buy from the previous rounds, and some of the things actually indeed have ended up being crossed off, and that's good, I think. That is the whole point of having a wish list and not buying things right away, is to see if then I just move on or find something that is similar but less expensive. Of course, then you have impulse buys like this guy, but I mean, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful, super pigmented. It blends amazing. So I'm all set for neons for this summer. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed sharing my wish list with you, and let me know down below what you think. Do you have any of these items, and should I buy them or should I really not? Please let me know down below. I'd love to have a chat about these things. If you can convince me not to, I'm all ears. Please tell me. I hope you have a great day forward, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.